What? Hello everyone, today we have a Beauty Bay package. I went online literally like probably a week ago and it's already arrived, so I'm very happy about that. I went online and purchased all of the cheapest items of Beauty Bay to create a full face so I could test them out for you and let you guys know what's good, what's not, what's worth it, what isn't. Hoping that we find some really good, really affordable products today because Beauty Bay carries like really expensive stuff but also really cheap drugstore items like Winwild and brands like that as well. I don't often buy makeup, but I haven't done a video like this in a long time. I've done a few videos like this, like testing highest rated, testing lowest rated, testing sale items, cheapest, most expensive, etc. I don't really buy makeup because I get sent so much and I just find it wasteful, but hopefully I actually enjoy this stuff and want to keep it, you know? So this is how everything came. I have all of the pricing right here as well, so I'll let you guys know what each thing costs. It looks like we've mostly got Revolution, Wet n Wild, some of the ordinary, so let's just dive in. All of this stuff only cost me $193. I don't know if that's US dollars or NZ dollars, but anyway. By the way, my earrings today are from Miss Lola, I'm pretty sure, and this top I honestly cannot remember. It's pretty new, but I just don't know where I got it from. I feel like it was like a really random website. If anyone knows, please comment down below. The primer we got today is by The Ordinary, and I'm actually very excited to try this because The Ordinary is a really good brand. Really good quality, but really affordable. It is called the High Adherence Silicone Primer. It's blurring and smoothing and a high adherence, so I'm assuming it's like sticky. It's got no perfumes. It says it's hydrating, which is good because I like hydrating, but I'm really nervous because I don't usually go for silicone primers. It comes in a package like this. It's really travel friendly, really sleek, really small, and I do like the packaging. It looks quite like expensive. It looks like something you'd see in like a skincare salon or something. $7.75 for 30 ml, which is very reasonable. So I'm really interested to see how this goes because oh, it doesn't look like a silicone primer. It's got the white color of like a moisturizing one. It feels so thick. Okay, I'm just gonna apply this to the center of my face and then blend it outward. It does feel really hydrating. And the reason I'm kind of applying it in the center and then blending it out is because that's where more of like, you know, I've got the pores and texture down my T-zone. It is so hydrating. I'm just gonna bring it to the edges of my face. I'm gonna do my eye makeup before my foundation today. So next up, let's go just quickly into some concealer around the eyes and as a primer, because I don't think I picked up an eye primer. So I think it ended up being the Revolution eye primer, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I do love Makeup Revolution. I've got so many favorites. Like one of my favorite products is the Soph Highlight Palette, their exquisite lip topper. Oh my god, it's like divine. There's so many good things by Revolution. Maybe one day I could do a full face of Revolution products that I really love because there are a few things I've tried that I don't like, but so many massive wins as well. Let me know if you guys would like to see something like that. So anyways, that's on. It definitely feels slippery. It does not feel sticky at all. So I'm not sure what they mean by high adherence. Yeah, it feels slippery, but it doesn't feel as heavy as Professional. That's always my go-to to compare because I really just don't really like that for me, but I know a lot of people do like it and that's why I compare it to that. So it doesn't really feel like that. It feels lighter but still quite slippery, but it did definitely like fill in the pores around my nose. It's hard for you guys to see because the lighting's really nice, but yeah, down and around here is where I get these bigger pores and it looks very buttery, velvety smooth. Oh, something smashed in here. I can see like powder everywhere. Can you see? Like on that packaging. RIP. It's one of the highlighters by Revolution. Look, it's just absolutely destroyed. Oh my gosh, and the pressed powder. They didn't really put a lot of bubble wrap in here. Like this is the only bubble wrap they use, which is good because, you know, less plastic, but they probably should have added some more like paper around those products or something because they smashed. By the way, I also purchased this because I wanted it. I want it, I got it. The Truffle set by Dose of Colors. I loved these Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks, but I got rid of mine because it was so old and like empty. So it comes with a lip liner, a liquid matte lipstick, Stay Glossy lip gloss, and a velvet mousse lipstick. Probably won't try it today, but I'll definitely use it in a different little tutorial for you guys. I'm really excited to try that. Alright, so this is the Revolution Matte Base Concealer in the shade C10. You get 8 grams and it's $4.50 by Makeup Revolution. Did I say that? The packaging is quite cute. It's like matte with a rose gold cap and then a clear lid so you can see the color underneath. Oh, is this gonna be way too dark? Holy crap. I feel, what? Did I pick this color? I must have. Oh wait, there's another concealer I bought. I bought 2 different concealers. Maybe one of them I bought for like my face and one of them was for under the eyes, because this one's like much lighter. So the lighter one I got, Mega Glow Makeup Stick Concealer, $7.75. This is in the shade E8. My hands are so slippery from the primer. E808 Nude for Thought. So this must have been the other cheap one that wasn't Makeup Revolution priced. So I'm going to take the slightly lighter one around my eyes maybe, or should I take this one? I'm just gonna like draw a little bit on my, I feel like it's actually gonna be okay because I've got fake tan on. I'm going to go in with this one, the dark one, and I'm going to use a little concealer brush. This is the Dual Petal brush. You can buy this separately on xobeautyshop.com now. So upon first like application just there, it looks really nice. Like it looks really smooth and pigmented, and I mean it's probably going to be quite good around the eye area because it's in this like balmy stick, so it shouldn't really move into my eyebrow hairs like some liquids can. So I'm just drawing around the edges of my eyebrows just to outline those, and I am going to just apply some directly to my eye. It feels really nice, like real nice. And then just smooth that right up underneath the brows as well to, you know, shape them. It blends out so easy. I'm kind of impressed so far. I hope it really stays and doesn't go dry or anything. I kind of felt like it would be quite dry and cakey to apply, but it's very, very balmy and like thin. Like it really like smooths on quite thin. And the coverage seems to be quite decent. I mean, look. So I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'll be right back. Oh, no shit. Looking at my receipt, it looks like I completely forgot the entire eyebrow category, which is really annoying. So I'm just gonna use something affordable that I already own. I'm gonna go in with my Milani Easy Brow Tinted Brow Gel in Soft Brown, and I'm just going to use this today since I'm a dumbass. I mean, what's new really? Brow lamination still going strong. I will link that video down below for you guys. Holy shit, I'm obsessed. I did a whole video about getting my brows laminated, my eyelashes lifted, colored, and honestly, like, don't miss it because I'm shook. It is linked below. Honestly, this eyebrow is so much nicer too, and it's on the ugly side of my face, like, rude. Okay, for eye makeup, I kind of wanted to cheat and go for something a little bit more expensive because I have actually used these before. I didn't cheat. These are the cheapest. They are the Wet n Wild little color palettes. And the one I purchased is in the shade, I don't know, it just says Wet n Wild color icon, get the look. It doesn't actually say, oh wait, Petalite? And it says it's new, so I mean, I mustn't have actually tried this exact one, but I've tried these in general before. Wet n Wild eyeshadows are really good. I'm gonna do a very simple eye makeup today. So I've got the concealer on my eyelids. It's creasing a little bit in the very like deepest part of my socket, but that's okay. I'm going to take the transition shade on this fluffy blender brush. This looks really pretty. It's like a really muted like mauve tone, and I'm going to put that where it says, so through, look how pretty that is. Like, I rate that. That's such a gorgeous color. So yeah, just through the crease with a big fluffy blender brush. We're gonna go very simple on the eye makeup because it is a small palette, you know. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy with too many different colors. It's just gonna be a nice smoky purple look, and that just blended out like an absolute dream. These are really good if you are on a budget or you're just looking to try something new that you haven't tried them before. I'm sure most of us have tried these though, surely. Like, I used to rave about this brand on my channel probably 7 years ago or something like that, like a long time ago. Like, how pretty is that shade? Just like that with winged eyeliner would look so nice. I'm not going to use the brow bone color on my brow bone because I just feel like it'll be a bit too much. I'm going to take a little bit of the eyelid color on my finger and just apply that to the eyelid area. And it's also really pretty. And then this purple color, it says it's a crease color. So I'm going to take that on a really small, firm little crease detail brush, and I'm going to apply that kind of like where I'm going to wing out my eyeliner like that, and then up into the crease like on the outer corner like that, and we'll blend it out of course, but this is just our starting point. I'm going to mix together the transition shade and the crease shade and just kind of soften the edge. I might go in with that again, like, you know, on the lower lash line soon, but for now let's just go in with that really big fluffy brush and just finish that blending off. Yes, I'm going back to like 2012, 2013 YouTube. Like, this is the kind of look I would do. And we'll go in with the inner corner, I mean the highlight color for the inner corner once we've done our base makeup. So we'll go back to that. And by the way, I forgot to say, this is $2.95. Like, are you joking? Such good value for money. Even though they may not be like comparable to high end, I still think that they're good quality and better than so many other drugstore palettes. Next up, we've got eyeliner. I'm just gonna do this now. So this is the liquid eyeliner by Wet n Wild. And this goes for $5.50 for this. So let's whip it on. I feel like I have maybe tried this in the past. Oh, okay, I got the shade dark brown instead of black. Did I do that on purpose? I'm not too sure. I do love brown eyeliner, so I mean, maybe. Hopefully it looks good with the purple. I feel like with purple I'd probably normally go, you know, black, but it is what it is. It looks very dark. I love the applicator. It's like a little flexible, like brushy, not brush, like foamy tip. Real easy to get in there. We have a slight issue, it does transfer. So I need to wait longer for it to dry before I friggin' look it up. Clearly. I've let it dry longer and I'm just like flicking it with this little Q-tip to try and blend it in, but it's kind of like, it's on. Let's just add on some more of the darkish color from the eyeshadows to try and cover it. Yeah, lesson learned. This side got so thick! I don't know what to do. This side looks so good. This side is the ugly stepsister, but we're gonna have to make them both ugly now. And I know what happened, I put too much on my brush. I did start out because I made a TikTok and I easily wiped it off, and then I made it thicker, and then it got thicker and thicker, and now it's just disgusting. Color is nice, but it's so thick. Okay, anyways, matching. Sweetie, I'm so sorry. So take it from me, wipe off your freaking brush before you apply it, because if you just go in, it'll apply a lot and you end up like this. Oh my god, it's so bad. Holy shit, bad eyeliner day. I'm just gonna have to hope that I can like kind of clean it up with concealer. So I'm gonna start with the darker one that we used around the brow on the same brush, attempting to sharpen that up a little bit. I'm gonna have to touch up the eyeshadow a little bit. This is the best I can do right now with what I've done. Really nice and easy to clean up though. Like I just wiped it off my waterline like seamlessly. Very easy. I'm gonna take another Q-tip, get rid of that. So the eyeliner, yeah, it's a pretty color. It goes on really nice and dark. Just wipe off the applicator. Now I'm going to do my foundation before I go into the under eye area and concealer. So the foundation we've got is another Wet n Wild one. Stick foundation in Golden Honey. Hopefully the color is okay. I only got one color. This goes for $8.25. I don't think I've tried this. Have I? I don't know. I don't think so. So I'm going to just go balls deep, do like 3 little swipes and then blend that all over. And I'm just going to use this brush that I've got right here. This is an angled face brush by XO Beauty, and I'm just going to use small like dabby motions to try to blend it out. The color looks like it's going to be almost perfect, so I'm stoked about that. And it's not separating or doing anything weird on top of that primer. It's actually going on very smooth. That friggin' mole in my eye is making my eyeliner look even more like wobbly. Can you see it? I've got this weird like freckle mole there. I feel like you could definitely use a sponge with this foundation as well. But this is nice and easy and quick, as you can see. And now I'm going to apply a bit more. Feels very similar to the concealer really. Like the texture I mean. This one and this one, the Revolution and the Wet n Wild. And I'm about to try the Wet n Wild concealer under my eyes, which looks like a very similar product once again. The finish of this is pretty matte. So quick and easy. It's on just like that. Actually, before we go in with the Wet n Wild concealer, I'm going to quickly go in with this shade, which is a bit darker, and just apply a little bit extra just around some areas where I might need it, like my lower cheek, just because I'm curious to see how it blends out on the face with this brush. And it looks fine. Really smooth, in fact. I'd say that the foundation's not applying very nice on my nose, like it's kind of sliding around. I feel like it might be that primer, because like noses are funny anyway, like sometimes your nose just doesn't sit nicely. Look what I've done, I didn't wind it down and now I've squashed it all over the freaking cap. Why am I so stupid? Alright, and then under the eyes, once again we've got the shade E808 Food for Thought. No, Nude for Thought. And I'm going to apply that underneath. I feel like this is probably way too much, but whatever. I'm going to use this paddle brush that I used before I used that in, so I'm using the big end now. I'm just going to smooth that out. I feel like the coverage on this one's less. It's very balmy once again. Very brightening though. Like it definitely still makes a difference, but I don't know. I'm gonna mix it with the Makeup Revolution one, which is a little bit darker, but I just feel like I'll get a better coverage. And it's still like brightening because of the Wet n Wild one, but I feel like I probably like the Makeup Revolution one a little bit more, and I'm kind of not surprised. I'm gonna mix this. Hopefully it's not too heavy. I'm not really surprised because I do really like the stick foundation by Makeup Revolution. So yeah, I reckon this is quite good actually. And around my eyebrows it hasn't moved at all. Brushing any excess down my nose even though it's not really sticking. Considering like those base products were ridiculously cheap, I think it is looking really nice. Now we've got this pressed powder. So this is the matte base powder, which I just don't really like the sound of. As is, you guys know me, you guys know why. The packaging is quite cool. It's like a long rectangle. It's definitely more unique than your classic circular compact, and it's very thin as well, which I guess is probably why it's smashed everywhere, because the actual pan will be thinner because it's like spread out over more surface area. This goes for $5.75 for 12 gram of product. I'm just trying to like really carefully open it so I don't send powder flying. Oh no, this looks quite dark, but I mean, luckily I've got quite a lot of fake tan on right now. I'm gonna go in with this tulip powder brush, and obviously I'm gonna pick up probably more than I really need because it's all smashed, so I'm just gonna try to like blow some off and then gently apply this to my T-zone. I can't even really see where I'm putting it. And then I'm just gonna do some circular motions just to make sure it's blended out. I've only done this side of my face so far, and it definitely mattifies. It's added a bit of color. It doesn't look bad. It looks maybe a little bit cakey with these other products. Oh god, I just like wiped, like I think I had some eyeliner on my eyelash and I just wiped it. I'm just gonna blend it in. I'm even using this a little bit under my eyes, but I think it'll go cakey. I've got so much product under there. You know what? Okay, yeah, that's super cakey, but it is really smoothing. Yeah, it's cakey, but like flawless. I don't know, like if you just want something that really makes you matte and adds quite a bit of coverage, definitely does that. It's just probably not exactly what I would go for normally, although we do have a setting spray which may help to like perk it up. So I'll hold my tongue for now because yeah, I don't hate it, surprisingly. It's probably a little bit too dark. Other than that, like it looks okay. Definitely cakey like I said, but smooth. But anyway, moving on. Let me just finish off the eye makeup. We'll let that powder kind of sink in and rest before we put on setting spray and everything, just to see how it really looks. So I'm going to go back in with the little palette, and I am going to take a Q-tip first and just try to clean it up because you can see the eyeliner did kind of flick about a little bit. I'm just going to see if I can wipe it off this mole. Not really. Anyway, the eyelid color on a pencil brush and just touch it up because I did kind of wipe it off a little bit when I was fiddling around with that eyeliner. This color's stunning. It's actually a very wearable colorful palette. Like it still looks quite neutral almost, just like cool tone obviously. I would say that it's kind of faded a little bit through the crease and everything, so I'm going to go back through and touch that up. I'm going to go in with the transition shade and blend that out. And I'm also going to take the transition shade on the same brush and apply that underneath. So I really love that color. I think it's stunning. And then back in with my pencil brush, I'm going to take the brow bone color, which is a shimmery white, and just apply that right on that inner corner just to brighten up a little bit. It's not actually that intense, so you probably could wear it on your brow bone actually, because yeah, I thought it would be way more brightening. It's just like the perfect amount though. Because you imagine if you took that and it was like fully pigmented and you put that on your brow bone, it would be quite crazy. Mascara, we have the Mega Protein by Winwild covered in freaking face powder. Actually so annoyed at that, but anyway. This goes for $4.95, Mega Protein Mascara Very Black. I think there was actually a few mascaras for the exact same price by Winwild from memory. This is the one I chose. I really like the packaging and I just liked the like name of it. I was like, that sounds good. How do I get into it? Why is cheaper makeup always covered in so much plastic? Ugh. I guess it's way cheaper than putting it in boxes. That probably makes sense. Keep the cost down. So the brush looks amazing. Looks like that. Let's pop it on and see. Oh, I've got so much of that eyeliner stuck on my lashes that it's quite hard to get the comb through. Okay, it's quite pretty. I can imagine it would be quite nice if I didn't have clumpy AF eyelashes. The color's real dark. It's gonna be so hard for you guys to see. I'm so sorry because of how much I effed up my eyeliner. You can barely even see my lashes past it because it's like as thick as my big toe. I'm definitely gonna keep this and try it again in another video where I have way less mascara, way less eyeliner on because I like the color and it seems to thicken quite a bit. If I show you on my lower lashes, you'll be able to see so much better. So let me just whip it on. It makes them thick but like still fluffy looking. Does that make sense? It's actually quite pretty. It's like natural but thick. I'm getting it absolutely everywhere though, so apparently I'm just messy. It's Monday. That's gonna be my excuse, right? Messy Monday. I've got some falsies though, so don't fear. My clumpy AF lashes will be saved in just a moment. The lashes we got are these ones here by Revolution. I don't think I've ever tried any Revolution lashes, but these ones look stunning and very long, so definitely up my alley. And these go for $5.95. They're in the shade Style Wispy, I think, or Fantasy. Wispy Lashes, number 7 Fantasy, Natural Wispy Effect, vegan and cruelty free. Sounds amazing. And it comes with a little glue that I will not be using. And they look like this. They aren't 3D, like side on, they're just one layer, but they kind of look like they would be 3D. I don't know, let's see how they look like on the eye. One thing, there is a shit load of glue on them, so I'm just gonna pick it off and then whip them on. Once you remove all the excess glue, they are quite flexible, which is good. And I'm going to trim them from the outer corner. Why can't I cut it? The lash band's so gummy from all the glue. I wasn't cutting. Yeah, we got it though. I'm just gonna check that it lines up. I feel like that's pretty good. Oh, these look like they're gonna be very pretty. It looks like it's about to piss down with rain outside, so the lighting's a little bit dull right now. Hopefully it gets a bit nicer. Wouldn't be a Shaaanxo video without some of that action. But I've just set it down and it's still drying. I just wanted to show you kind of like a before and after, obviously excuse it, the wet glue. But they are very pretty on. They are a little bit like funny to apply, like they just kind of like keep pinging. I don't know. So just make sure your glue is really tacky before you go in with them. So I'll pop on the other one and then we can continue with the face makeup. I was like pulling the lash off and I do it how I always do it. I find if you grab the band and pull it off, like you'll usually misshape the entire lash. So my standard way for every pair of lashes, because it's the most gentle, is to gently go like this. And I gently pulled it and look what happened. Like the whole, it just fell off. And I wasn't pulling hard. Like it's so stuck on here, I can't. I'm gonna have to do it the other way by like I don't know if you can see how much glue's on there. Like look at it. How am I gonna put this on? Like I was so careful, you guys, because like my own brand of lashes are very like delicate, so I know how to do it like gently, and it just completely like fell off. Like I wasn't even using pressure. We're gonna be trimming them from the outside, so I think I'm just gonna have to take off this whole bent bit because that's just not gonna sit nicely. We can like hopefully salvage this. If I add some glue to where the lash like fell off of the band, it's weird, it's like double layered and it just came off of the like cotton holding it all together. So I'm just gonna glue it through here and I reckon we can salvage that. But yeah, just I don't know if that's normal or not. Hopefully not. Not sticking it down, and the part that's separating, like I can't get it to sit nicely. I'm just gonna like let it completely dry, and the way it sits is the way it sits. If it is like kind of showing a lot of a gap, I can't really do anything about it, because every time I like try to squeeze them together with my finger or with my tweezer, the part that pulled apart from the lash band is just, yeah, separating. So I really like the way these feel. They feel so lightweight, like I can't even feel them on my eye, considering how long they are. Like I thought they'd be quite heavy and plasticky, but they're not. This one's a little bit itchy because of it tickling me. I think I would say, like, I mean, give them a go, but discretion is advised, you know, one of those products. I guess if you like got a few pairs and this just happened once in a while, like, I mean, they're so cheap that, you know, it's just not even, look at that. I don't know what to do, and I don't want to give up because I don't want to like have one eyelash on, you know. Okay, I'm gonna try with a different duo glue this time, latex free. I don't know if it's gonna make any difference, but this is just not the goods. And it's like removed half of the friggin' there. Okay, so I got half it on and the glue's like dried. This is an adventure. It can't be a video, you know, on my channel without something going wrong. I'm sure of it. I tried every video now. I tried. But now I've got to go over the eyeliner again, and you know what's gonna happen. It's gonna go everywhere, isn't it? My gosh, I'm so nervous. Please don't transfer. How did that get there? I'm gonna have a meltdown. Okay, it came off. The lighting is shit, no big deal. No big deal at all. Okay, contouring. Let's just pretend like everything's fine. So I've got a kit for bronzer, highlighter, and contour. Then I also have them separate. So I've got a bronzer here. I'm gonna start with the bronzer. Covered in powder once again. It's the worst, like, texture as well. Like, they're gross, like... Anyway, moving along. This can't get worse. Okay, it can't. I've got hope. Okay, this is the Bronzer Reloaded in Long Weekend. And this costs $7.75, which is a bit pricier. I thought there'd be something a bit cheaper, but it looks really pretty. It's a baked bronzer with a gold shimmer through it. I love the look of the color. Just before we apply this, going on from what I said before about it settling into my skin some more, the pressed powder we used, I definitely feel like it looks pretty good. The color of my face is definitely a little bit too orangey compared to my body. Like my body's a bit more golden or something. It's not bad. So I'll hold off for now. I've got this setting spray which we'll try out shortly. Oh, I've just spotted a nude eyeliner. This is the longest eyeliner I've ever seen. It's like very extreme. but we'll pop this on. So this is the Kohl Crayon by Wet n Wild, and it's in a nude, and it went for $3.75. Okay, and it is in the shade Calling Your Buff. So I'm just applying that to my waterline. Is it very pigmented? I feel like it just needs to be warmed up a little bit. It's very pigmented when I put it on my hand, but on my waterline it was a little bit like chalky. But sometimes it's just because it's like brand new. Yeah, that's looking quite pretty. I quite like the tone of it. Like it's a nice kind of medium nude. So it really helps to conceal the pink in my eyes. I've got a lot of that right now too because my hay fever is out of control. Now I'm going to go in with this bronzer. I'm going to take it on a dense fiber brush. I'm just going to take a few taps. So once again, it's in the shade Long Weekend. I'm just going to apply a small amount of this. God, I wish this lighting was a bit nicer. I'm a bit pissed off about that, to be honest. It's very dark and it almost gives you that kind of like sunburnt effect. Like, you know, that kind of tone your skin goes when you're sunburnt, like a little bit of a red undertone. Very natural. This would probably be better on someone that had slightly darker skin than me. I feel like on me it's a little bit too much. So if you had like a medium skin tone, I think it'd be really pretty. But it's super pigmented and easy as to blend. Oh, that was very Kiwi of me. Easy as. Hold on. I'm going to turn on my lighting. Okay, I look kind of like bright orange now, but at least you can kind of see everything. It is so dark. I'm going to take a little bit more of this just under my lip. It definitely adds a soft glow. It's not super shimmery. I've definitely got plenty of bronzers that are way shimmerier. Is that even a word? Shimmerier. Okay, we've got this Revolution little palette. This is the Ultra Sculpt and Contour Kit in Ultra Fair. And I actually have different contour kits by Revolution, which I love and I've used a lot in my videos. So check out some more of my videos and you'll see that. I've never tried this particular one. So this goes for $6.95, which is very cheap. I'm going to take the contour color with a domed contour brush. And it looks a little bit orangey, but maybe it'll look different on the skin. Yeah, it's definitely a bit too warm. Like that's more of a bronzer color in my opinion. They definitely have some really good contour shades because you guys know I've like really been addicted to a lot of them. I'll show you. Like this palette right here. This one's older. They've got a newer version now. So yeah, this particular shade is definitely too orange for me. Like I'm just starting to go like all over orange. I'm gonna take some more of it down my nose. You could still use it. It's just definitely a bronzer, I reckon. Not really a contour color. So I'm just applying that to my temples as well, around the top. Okay, and then there is a blush and a highlighter in here as well, but I did buy different ones just because I wanted options. So I might try this one. This is Baked Peach. Blusher Reloaded. I think it's $7.75 as well. Yeah, it is $7.75, so the same price as the bronzer. Also, this highlighter is $7.75, just so you know. So this looks really pretty. The packaging is very cheap, but it looks nice, but it feels cheap. The pan is beautiful. It looks like a little desert or something like that. And it's getting even darker. The heck, it's 3 p.m. Why is it this dark? It's so weird. So, oh, I feel like this is going to be quite pigmented. Like a lot went on my brush, so just tap some off on my hand. I'm just going to buff that over. Ooh. So it's very matte. It looks a little bit chalky. The colour is pretty. Once again, probably better on someone darker than me because this is all just looking very heavy. Everything is like too dark, so I'm just going to go back in with my powder brush and just try to like blend it out a little bit. Hopefully it kind of settles into my skin a little bit by the end of the video. I mean, I could still wear it. I just probably need to put on even less than that. But yeah, I look so matte right now, so I'm really keen to put on some highlighter. This one did smash, which I'm so gutted about because I do really like Revolution Beauty highlighters, like the one in the Soph palette, those ones. I'm going to take my little detail face brush with some of the product. This is my brush that dried on a funny angle. Isn't that weird? I just need to wash it again. Anyways, I'm going to apply this. Did I say what color this is? It is Raise the Bar. And it goes on beautiful. Like intense. Holy moly. Almost too intense. Then again, I do have artificial lighting on, so it'll be bouncing off. My whole face just looks a bit orange right now. I think maybe the powder or the foundation or something did oxidize a little bit because I feel like I do look a bit more orange than initially, although it could be the lighting. I don't really know. Holy Tin Man. Probably went a bit overboard. But if you're looking for a blinding highlighter, it does the job. It's a really nice undertone. It's like a white gold almost, like a very pale gold. Moving along, we've got lip products. I got a couple of different options. Once again, they're absolutely covered in makeup and powder. These are the, my goodness, longest pencils in the world. The Wet n Wild Color Icon lip liners. Those go for $3.75. And then the Revolution, I went into the lip gloss slash liquid lipstick section instead of like a bullet lipstick. And these are the Nudes Collection matte lip glosses. So I'm assuming it's just a matte liquid lipstick. Like, how do you have a matte lip gloss? It contradicts itself. I don't know. $5.95. So I got this like dark brown color and a like lighter nude color. I think I'm just gonna go dark brown, like just to switch it up. So this one is in the shade Brandy Wine. It's like crumbling. It's not very creamy. It's quite hard to put on. I like stuff that isn't too creamy when it comes to lip liners sometimes. They went in my mouth because they do last longer than super creamy formulas, but this is like almost too far on the spectrum to dry. Like, let's just keep going over it because it might just need a bit of a warm up. It's starting to get a bit better now that it's warming up. The color's so pretty. It's definitely patchy, so probably not the color you would wear alone, but underneath liquid lipstick, like, go for it. So I'm just trying to like fill them in as best as I can. And then liquid lipstick, so I've got two here. Maybe I go with the darker one. So this is in the shade On Display. Smells real good. Smells like caramel or like really sweet vanilla or something. And the color is so nice. It's like a warm dark brown. It's definitely warmer than the lip liner, but they still work well together, so that was a good guess on my behalf. And yeah, it's definitely just like a liquid lipstick. It's not a lip gloss at all, and it's matte. Or I'm assuming it's gonna be matte. It's still drying. Yeah, I really like that color. I think that's so pretty. It feels very lightweight on the lips. So let me just update you when it's fully dry. Okay, so here is the lipstick dry. It definitely feels a little bit heavier and a little bit sticky when it's dry, but it's only if you're really pressing your lips together. Like if you're just talking like this, you can't feel it so much. But like that, like, definitely feels very sticky. Okay, the last product we have, I'm so excited to try this because it sounds amazing. There are a couple of different ones. This is the Glass Glow Fix, and I think there was a Glass Shimmer Fix or something, like something a bit more like, I guess, shimmery rather than glowy. So I went for Glow. This was $15.75, so one of the most expensive products. And I think there was a cheaper one, but it was a Wet n Wild one that I don't like, and I already knew I don't like it, so I thought I would try something new for you guys in the video rather than buying something I already know I don't like and wasting it, you know? So whoops, a little bit of a cheat there. That just squirt all over me. Like, this is a bit loose. Oh, it smells strong. Okay, let me just give it a couple of test. Yep, there we go. Okay, feels fairly fine. Oh, I don't like the smell. I can smell it so strong. All right, here goes nothing. Hate the smell. For some reason it reminds me of like a swimming pool. Not like chlorine, but like, you know when you're inside like an indoor like swimming center where all the little kids are and everything, it has that smell. Like, it reminds me of that for some reason. I feel like I missed my forehead. But there's no clumps. There's no massive like globs of product. It went on so fine. I feel like it did add a little bit of a glow, so I'll definitely try this again with some nicer base products on. Just by the end of this video, like, I do feel like I'm caked in makeup. I feel like it was mostly the pressed powder. I feel like just the products together weren't the best choice. Like this plus like a stick foundation. I think if you use this on top of something a bit lighter, just add a bit of coverage and mattify, like, it wouldn't feel so cakey. I feel like the bronzer was too dark. I look a bit orange. The contour was orange. Like, I just feel like it's all a lot, you know? Whereas if I mix and matched a lot of these products with different products that I already know I like, they'd be fine. It's just like a combination of some of them. So I definitely feel like a lot of these were actually really decent. I feel like Wet n Wild and Makeup Revolution are great brands and they have so much good stuff. Of course, with a lot of, I mean, even high-end brands, like every brand has its duds, you know? Like stuff that doesn't work or like won't work for you but will work for other people. So I feel like it's worth a try for a lot of these things. I actually quite liked the Revolution Stick Concealer. I feel like I'll use that again. The eyeshadows are beautiful, a little bit patchy, like they do kind of like fade a little bit, so just keep that in mind. Like, obviously I didn't even use a primer though, so they look really good without a primer, and I'm sure if you used like a P. Louise base or something they would look way better. The lip color is beautiful. It's borderline patchy, but it's only if you're looking close. Like, I would still happily rock this, and it might be like the lip pencil. I'm not too sure. The highlight is so full on, like if I use that again I would use way less, but mine is also broken, so it was quite powdery where like the powder had snapped everywhere. Same with this, to be honest. Like, maybe if it wasn't smashed it wouldn't be as heavy because I wouldn't be picking up so much product. It's hard to say. If you guys have tried those products, let me know what you thought of them down below so we can all like get an idea of the products like from other people's perspective. The blush looks way nicer now that it's kind of sunk in. The lashes are beautiful apart from the fact that it completely just was like super glued to the tray and I ruined it without even trying. And the primer like was fine. I feel like I probably would try it again even though silicone primers scare me. Like, it's it didn't make anything separate. Everything sunk in nicely still, like it's fine. So that is my little full face of cheap stuff off Beauty Bay. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you want to see the most expensive, let me know. Or is there another website you want to see? Like, I don't know, Sephora, Mecca, Beautylish, like I don't know. Let me know. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!